Welcome to the St. Regis Venice. This is where you arrive by boat, one of the coolest entrances in the world. This, in my opinion, is the best hotel in Venice. I've explored the Mon, the Gritty Palace, which are the other two competitors, and I can tell you this one is by far the most modern, the most renovated, and has some of the best service I've experienced. I can't wait to give you a full tour of this incredible property, one of the best Marriott resorts in the world. Let's take a look. All right, here we are this time in the Venetian Suite. They have several suite options here. Last time I had the St. Regis Suite 3 years ago. You can check out that video. This time we have the Venetian Suite. So it's a category down, so it's a little bit smaller, but it's still pretty spacious and nice. When we walk in, we have countertop here with the Nespresso machine. Teas and coffees here are complimentary. You also have plenty of complimentary waters in the fridge down below. We have a very nice closet. And the thing I appreciate about this property so much is all the materials are just extremely modern, classic luxury, but yet they are all like pretty new because it opened in 2019. We also have really nice wood flooring here. How the wood is designed here, it's just really premium. Heading into the room, not all the rooms here can accommodate a rollaway bed. In fact, for this room type, it says no rollaway beds allowed. However, they have very few exceptions, so definitely contact the property ahead of time if you need to add a bed to the room, because they do have to check ahead of time just because of their old elevator systems. Now, this area is very cool. We have high ceilings, really cool lamp in the corner. It's a very minimalistic feel, but it just feels amazing. I love the carpeting here, and then that wood actually continues throughout the whole room. So I like the different finishes. We have a little table here, TV, and then a really cool, unique shaped couch here, but yet it feels very modern, even though it's like a more classic design, which I really appreciate. Now, heading into the bedroom itself, this is definitely the focal point, is the bed. I love the bed designs here just because of these really cool lights. They're just fantastic. We have all the control panels by the bed. So many pillows, the decorative pillows, they just add so much to the room. Now, up here definitely could have had something else, but the whole purpose of this property is kind of more a minimalistic luxury feel. So in my opinion, it's not missing anything. It's a really cool color, and it's actually very soft. It's like a padded room. So it also helps with the noise and sound. It's really cool. It's actually like a soft surface. So that's awesome. We do have air conditioning, which is great. And then one of the amazing things about this room, not all of them have this, but we actually have a little walkout patio, and yes, we can see the canal from our room. Okay, this is amazing because last time we did not have a view at all of the canal. Not all the rooms have this as well, so this is a really cool feature. We can walk out here. You can see all the rooms. They actually have a lot of rooms, 160 rooms, which is more than I thought. But here we have an incredible view looking out at the patio where we will be having breakfast, as well as the stunning canal. Now, it's rare I ever go back to a property a second time, so the fact that I was here 3 years ago and now that I'm back really says a lot about this place. And this time, service for check-in was even better than last time, so I'm really excited about that. Cool. Now, when you check in, you do have to sign a waiver allowing them to open up the windows, just for safety reasons, because the balconies aren't up as high. Now, heading down here, we're heading to the bathroom. We have more closet space. We have more closet space over here, and with the slippers, and these look amazing. They're the same ones as the St. Regis floor, and it's extremely soft cushioned, which is awesome. We also have the robes, the regular frette robes that they're all supposed to have. Very stunning design. The robes are very nice. So great robes, great slippers, and the air conditioning does actually feel good. Cool. Now here we have the bathroom. It has another wood door here that closes off, but this is one of the things I love about this property is the bathrooms. They're just beautiful. The marbling goes floor to ceiling in pretty much every room. We have a very nice rainfall shower, and it's actually a pretty spacious shower here. We also have the Acqua di Parma soaps. So a couple of these properties in Italy, including the one in Rome and here, had to get like special permission for Marriott to use these soaps because the brand standard is going to be the Ren products, which even the Florence one had. So in certain countries or places, if they have like a special brand they want to use, they have to get permission for that. But it's really nice because this is an extremely premium brand of soaps. It's not only here for the lotion, it's here for the hand soap as well as in the shower for the bath, body wash, conditioner, and shampoo. We have another robe here, bidet, toilet, but I just love the texturing on the walls, the marbling. Everything is very sophisticated. We even have these really cool colored glasses here. And the mirrors are nice too. They kind of fold in, but you even have a little design on the mirrors, how they stick out. So just really thoughtful. We have a really cool pattern back here on the wall for the shower. Looks like a heated towel rack possibly, and then a little bench in there, but it's just really well lit, really beautifully designed. So this suite, while it's not as big as the other one I had before, it's still extremely nice. When I was here before, my favorite feature was definitely the breakfast, so I'm excited to check that out again and show you a new revamped version of my tour of the property that is going to be updated from 3 years ago. So I can't wait to show you this stunning resort all over again. Let's take a look. Welcome to the St. Regis Venice. This is one of the city's most spectacular addresses, where history, art, and high design converge to create a stay that feels both timeless and fresh. The property was completely reimagined and relaunched as St. Regis in 2019, bringing new life to a collection of historic Venetian palaces on the Grand Canal. What makes it unique is the scale, the art, and the canal frontage. It's the largest waterfront property in Venice, with balconies and terraces along its Grand Canal facade, giving more rooms direct water views than almost any other hotel here. Inside, the hotel blends Venetian craft with modern design. One of the standout pieces is the enormous white chandelier glass installation that has become the centerpiece. It symbolizes light and rebirth after the property's transformation and cost a fortune to commission. In terms of size, the property offers 163 rooms, which includes 39 suites. Each is individually designed with bespoke furnishings, curated artwork, and in many cases private terraces or sweeping canal views. Of course, the location is just as special. You're directly on the Grand Canal, yet tucked slightly away. Your steps from the Piazza San Marco, as well as other main attractions and a lot of restaurants and dining venues in the city. You're also not too far away from the station where you can get one of the taxi boats that can easily take you to pretty much any other place in the city. When arriving to the property, you can either take a private boat. This is the private boat dock here. If you're coming from the airport, be prepared to pay close to 200 euros. It's very expensive, a one-way private boat transfer. However, you can also take public transportation. It's called the Alila boat, and it drops you off not too far away, and then you can basically walk to the front entrance. The front entrance is going to be on the other side of the property. You basically wind down some alleyways until you get here. As you can see, a lot of the rooms here, they don't have views of the canal. They're just facing the courtyard area, but they do also have a lot of views that are facing the canal, which you can book directly if you want to secure that better view. This is also the entrance you'll normally come back to after touring the city and you just want to walk back to the hotel. Here's the concierge desk. You can basically ask them any questions. They help you plan your stay, your trip, anything you want to do, any place you want to eat. They're very helpful. They can also arrange private transfers, or they can even offer you a free tour to go to the glass factory, where a boat will pick you up and take you over to the Murano glass factory, where you can look at all the pieces and purchase any if you would like. Now, past the reception check-in desk, over here we have the main lobby area, and this is where it has that famous chandelier. This area is pretty much the centerpiece for the hotel. It's a great gathering area. It's also just very luxurious. Every furnishing is just very nice styled. I love the lighting, and it also is what connects some of the guest rooms to the restaurant areas and the breakfasts. You actually walk through here in the morning to go over to get breakfast, so it's just really nice and beautiful. I like that there's places where you can sit down and relax if you just want to have a drink or your room's not ready. Now, the check-in experience for us this time was very good. The first time I stayed here, check-in did not go very well, but this time it was a million times better, very friendly, kind, and using a nightly upgrade award, we were able to secure the Venetian Suite here. Definitely not the highest upgrade that you can secure, but it was during busy season in the summer, so we were just very happy for whatever slight upgrade that could be achieved. The rooms are very spacious. Even the standard size rooms, they have very nice furnishings, but the standard size rooms here can be extremely small. Now, the property does provide butler service, which is a signature for the St. Regis brands. Our butler was fantastic. She even delivered a special amenity to our room celebrating a graduation. The room was very nice. I love the balcony. Definitely request a balcony if you're staying here. It does add a lot of pluses. Now, the butler service here unfortunately does not include 24/7 complimentary coffee and tea service that a lot of other St. Regis's provide. So that is one flaw that they definitely could improve upon. I believe for the price point, if you want a tea at 2 p.m., it should be complimentary with the butler service like it is at most other St. Regis's around the world. Now we're heading to breakfast. So like I mentioned, we walked through that beautiful kind of lobby area, and now here we are heading to one of the bars. This here is the St. Regis Bar. This is where you can indulge in the bespoke selection of contemporary Italian cocktails and delicious food, either indoors or outside in the garden. It's all served with the superb views of Venice at this bar. The bar is glamorous yet intimate, with both the indoor and outdoor access. In the evenings, the bartenders often saber champagne, which is the St. Regis ritual that brings a bit of theater to cocktail hour. Here's a quick look at the menu of what all they offer. Right next to the bar, we are now going to enter the amazing main restaurant. This is called Gio's Restaurant and Terrace, and this is where breakfast is served. Now, this is definitely one of my favorite breakfasts in the world. It doesn't have the hugest selection of a lot of huge buffets, but the view here is probably the most impressive. The restaurant sits right on the Grand Canal with a wide outdoor terrace area that has some of the most spectacular tables in Venice. In the morning, this is the breakfast buffet. So if you do have Platinum, Titanium, or Ambassador Elite status with Marriott, you do get to choose 2 complimentary breakfasts as your welcome gift, which I highly recommend choosing. This includes all these buffet items, as well as you can order one main item off the menu, which includes all different types of egg dishes. So it's just a great combination. The buffet, again, it doesn't have the biggest spread ever. It has a lot of fruit and juice. I wish there were some more juice options, like maybe some mango juice or grape juice, but it just kind of had the standard juices. But basically, you can get your food, and then you can either sit outside on this terrace or inside in the whole seating areas. Now, the last time I was here before, they did have more seating on the other terrace, kind of more in the courtyard area, but I think they only use that if it gets super busy and crowded. But we elected to sit outside here both mornings, and it was the perfect setting. It does really offer one of the best breakfast views I've ever had. It also comes with unlimited specialty coffee drinks, so you can order cappuccinos, lattes, just regular coffees. And then for the breakfast item, a couple of the days I just chose it's like an egg frittata dish, which is basically like an omelet, but they also have a lot of other options. This is basically the view on the walk to breakfast and heading back. Just, again, a lot of nice seating areas. And then here's a quick look at the outdoor space. This is it doesn't have the awning over it, so it's a little bit more relaxed setting, especially in the evening when the Gio's restaurant is open. This is also the view from our room. So from our balcony, we could not only see the restaurant, but also all the boats going by in the canal. Here's a quick look at one of the conference areas. And then finally, the last dining venue is this one. It is called the Arts Bar. It's the second bar, which is a little bit smaller, and it's dedicated to creative mixology inspired by famous artworks. Drinks here come with a story, often tied to pieces displayed in Venice or part of the hotel's art collection. It's the kind of place where cocktails are presented almost like works of art themselves. It's basically located right next when you first arrive by your private boat. Alright, now for the review of the St. Regis Venice. Rooms, again, I'm going to give 5 out of 5. Now, some of them are a little bit smaller, but compared to the whole city, they're all really beautiful. And just the design is so modern, even compared to the Amman, the Gritty Palace. Just such a unique style. It's the newest renovation, just gorgeous. Inspiration, 5 out of 5. This is one of the most amazing views in the world. The public areas are just amazing. It feels like you're in a Louis Vuitton store the whole time you're in this hotel. Next up is service. Service, 5 out of 5. This time even better than last time when it comes to check-in, breakfast service. The butler team, everyone is just fantastic. Finally, value, would I return? Definitely 5 out of 5. I'm already back. So this hotel does, again, receive a perfect score for me. That's 2 times over. Definitely one of the best hotels in the world. definitely add it to your list. And it's a great Marriott Bonvoy points redemption. It's around 100,000 to 140,000 points per night, which is a great value compared to the sometimes over $1,500 per night rate. But here we are in Venice, looking at the canal, one of the best hotels in the world. Thank you for watching.